Back during Ultraman Decker's run, we got Gomora and Mons-Ahgar as the monsters of the week for episodes 3 and 4. And this year, they're also featured together back to back in Omega's episodes 7 and 8. Now, it's not a pattern unless we get King next episode, but I don't think it's not a coincidence either, as both do directly play into Omega's series tagline, When They Awaken. Gomora is often the slumbering ancient kaiju, Mons-Ahgar is typically an alien biological superweapon that's dormant until specific criteria are met. Here, the destructive kaiju doesn't seem to have any of its bioweapon connotation, and is played with, at least stylistically, at first as if it were a mythological, supernatural threat. A stark contrast to how its prior depictions ground it more strictly in science fiction. Mons-Ahgar is softly confirmed to have originally been from space, though, just sealed into a pocket dimension ghost town by a red giant, so it's something of a reversal to Gamora's appearance last episode, where the dinosaur-like kaiju was initially misconstrued as an extraterrestrial threat. The red giant, though? Omega, probably. The ignomaniac child of the mountain who tries to direct people away from the ghost town recognizes Omega by name. This might explain why Sorato so consistently recognizes kaiju that are native to Earth, despite being a spacefarer. Omega most likely sealed Mons-Ahgar in the other dimension to begin with, most indicative by the way Omega seems to instinctively be able to close the portals connecting the two realms. The series has been very deliberate in how Omega reacquires in many cases, each and every ability. So the fact that he can manipulate the portals actually came off to me as more narratively impactful than the subsequent power-up he gets from Trigoron. A part of that might just be that I don't think the build-up to the Trigoron armor was executed super well. The idea is there. Mons-Ahgar has a big glowing weak spot, as it normally does, but there is a barrier protecting it. Omega himself doesn't have the raw power to break through said barrier, so they go the route of using a technique that can speed past the barrier before it can generate instead. This even kind of explains why Omega might have opted to seal Mons-Ahgar instead of destroying it before. He didn't have Trigoron at the time. But they never try just having Trigoron target the weak spot, they just jump straight to the armor. So much like the Rekiness armor, they've yet to really establish why the armor up would be advantageous to having the two combatants separate on the same battlefield. They do establish that Kosei can't have more than one Medio Kaiju out at a time, so there's that.